What's good, everybody? What's up, man? We back in this doing a podcast. Your boy Big Tone, A-Wax. We got a special guest in the building today, man. We got the homeboy, Lazy Boy, straight from San Jose, California.
What's
up, my
Shark
brother?
Tank,
brother.
man.
Yeah.
What's up with Brody,
Appreciate
man?
you pulling up, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yup. Yeah.
Man, so a lot's going on right now, man. You buzzing through the internet like man. You know what I'm saying? Blessed to see a homeboy doing his thing and highlighting San Jose, California, bro. You know, I'm from an older generation. I've been doing this a long time, and I love seeing homies just come up and do their fucking thing. And you're doing your thing right now, brother. You shining, you know what I'm saying? So salute to you first off, hats off, everything you're doing, my bro.
Likewise.
Yeah, likewise, man.
I both you guys, yeah.
Reiterate that salute on that one, man. You're doing your thing. I love to see the younger generation emerging in this music industry and doing what they're doing. Hats off to everything you're doing, all the hard work you're putting in, and it's definitely catching some steam, and we proud of you for putting your name on and staying with it out here. You putting out dope product, man. Stick with that, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Salute, man, salute. So, man, yeah, I mean, we'll just touch on recent occurrence, man. You just did the No Jumper interview, you know what I'm saying? That shit's going up. A lot of views, a lot of feedback. The first homeboy to be on that platform, you know what I'm saying?
Q was the first.
Yeah. But he didn't sit down with Adam, though, if I'm correct. Yeah, Q, that my brother of mine, did the No Jumper. But as far as the rap game, being a homeboy rapper from Northern California in a Southern California platform, they took I won't say a big risk because they know what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna bring in the views, but you laid the foundation doing that. What kind of feedback and what kind of feedback, blowback? How's it been since that interview, bro?
Yeah, everything just got bigger. Like a lot of support from Southern Cali now. I see like on my page and stuff.
That's right.
And a lot of hate.
Expected.
Yeah,
numbers up, like everything's just up.
Yeah. It's brought some good attention.
Kind of
good
shine a spotlight on you. Yeah.
I had dropped a video like 2 days before Bad Habits. That was the name of it. And then right after the interview, dropped another one, and then another one like 2 weeks ago. So I just kept trying to go.
So you capitalizing on having the spotlight on your name.
See, it's different, bro, because that's new, and it's new for them, and it's new for us. We've always done our own thing. We've always just carried our own. We got our stars. We got the upcoming stars. We never really needed to piggyback or worry about any other platforms other than what we're doing. So that did open up doors to a whole new audience. You know what I'm saying? And it's like motherfuckers that maybe never tuned into what's going on up here might have tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Whether they love it or hate it, doesn't matter, bro. A view's a view. You know what I'm saying? If you like you or hate you, bro, they watching that shit, and that's all that matters. The streams add the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then advertisement dollars add the fuck up, whether you love it or hate it. So it's cool that we're able to step outside that box. And like I said, it's gonna bring some love. It's gonna bring some hate. But at the end of the day, bro, you bringing that back home to individuals like us. That's what I'm saying. We're proud of you, bro. We're Northern California stamped. You know what I'm saying? San Jose, we're East Bay, Antioch, but we got San Francisco, Oakland. We got Central Valley. We've been rocking for a long time, so it's time for us to finally, hopefully, and not just that platform, just in general, bro. I think the whole style, everything of what we're doing is just so much bigger, and it's cool to get recognized. Because in my time, bro, it was strictly gangbang rap. So Southern California was like cholo rap, like straight pelons and whoopty whoop, and we had that little swag always up here, but it was separate. Now it's just northern rap. You know what I'm saying? I think now it's kind of integrated where people are not even too much affiliating the sides, even though they are. It's just the talent showing. You know what I'm saying? The music showing. But people, of course, gonna be like, hey, they from up here, they from down there. So there's always gonna be that conversation. You know what I mean? What do you think right now with the 2024? The style is. What do you think about like how it's evolved and where it might go, and are you happy where it's at, or do you think we got room to grow type of shit? You feel me?
Yeah. I'm happy with where it's at for the most part, and like I said in No Jumper, I feel like a lot of people get their little style and stuff from us, but they'll never really admit it though. But a lot of them be watching though.
I watched the interview and I noticed you spoke on how the Southern California style is kind of coming towards the Northern California style, and I feel like what you were saying. The way I took it personally is I took that as you were saying, like in Northern California, we've always, black and brown's been got along with each other for a long time, and it's always kind of been like love towards each other. So the influence in the music has always been there from the beginning, and that's late to the party in Southern California. It's more. It's more racial tension down there than it is up here for sure.
Yep.
And that played in the music for a long time down south, and it's starting to change down there, which is a good thing. But it is also latent. They are tearing the page off our structure up here as far as how black and brown get down. And that's how I took what you were saying.
Yeah.
And I feel like it might have been took out of context after the fact in a lot of the comments that I was reading.
Yeah, it was. A lot of people got mad about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But one of the reasons I seen that they're copying us a lot is on the food community.
Yeah.
You start seeing all of a sudden, now a lot of those guys, when they posting, they're looking like us, dressing like us, talking like us.
Yeah.
Picking Northern Cali beats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of that. And I remember a couple years ago, it was way different on food community. That was one of the big channels that made me realize, oh, they copy this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and a lot of areas take it's coined typically the mob music kind of beat that has evolved into what it is today. And a lot of different places like Kansas City or Detroit have also been heavily influenced by that. Like the Bay Area has always been a huge influence on the whole industry as a whole. And you notice that transitioning down there with a lot of artists.
And that's why I said we don't got like the No Jumpers and stuff like that to give us that credit.
Yeah.
You know, so when they do something out there, if you're from somewhere else, you're gonna think they started it.
And
but if you're from Cali, you're gonna know we started it.
Typically, LA is like known for the G-funk sounds or certain specific sounds, but the mob thing is really a Bay Area thing, and you can't discredit that or separate it.
We real mobby out here. Yeah, we're the only ones that's like that.
They affiliated us though, bro, as plain and simple as we always try to sound black. You know what I'm saying?
What they always
so
say.
that was the decipher at the end of the day. Homies up north always sounded black, and they were super.
A lot of them make
Chicano.
fun of us having hair.
Yeah.
Like the haircuts. That's what I hear all the time. Like, oh, long hair, this and that. The way we talk, you know what I'm saying? The way we dress, But they don't realize their little homies are all doing that now. All their young homies.
And that's influenced by coming up, going to school, black, brown, experiencing the same upbringings and coming from the inner cities and being merged and y'all getting along. It's not like LA. A lot of neighborhoods is literally, this is a black neighborhood, this is a brown neighborhood, and they're not integrated like that. So the integration up here plays a part in all that and the upbringing, and it carries over into the music and the style. So I mean, I got what you were saying, and that's why I wanted to elaborate on that a little bit. I know, I do know. It's a little. You explained to me the process of doing the No Jumper interview, and I know that coming into it, they didn't preface you, give you no questions in advance or nothing. They just threw you into the interview.
So Adam didn't get there till 1 minute before the interview. I met the cast.
Yeah.
They talked to me, how you doing? Are you gonna sit here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they didn't tell me any questions I was gonna be asked. Adam walks in, he just sits down, start
running it. And I know you don't do a lot of interviews, so I did want to ask you: Is there anything off the head that you feel like you missed the opportunity to talk about from that interview specifically?
I should have said. There was a handful of names. I wish I would have shouted out you, Tone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up, man.
I said that on the car ride home too. I was just telling you that, but yeah, that I don't know if I forgot to say anything that I could think of, but I felt like I could have elaborated a little more on questions. But it was my first time. I never did.
That was your first interview ever, or podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one time. Shout out to the homie Reckless, but that's like the homie. He does this thing where he sits in the car.
Yeah.
He got like the little tiny mic.
Gotcha.
He asked me if like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
but as far as like a platform, that's the first time then.
Yeah,
that's dope, man. Yeah. So you stepped out of your shell and your comfort zone to do that shit.
Tom been doing this longer than me, so he's been kind of bringing me up to speed. My first episodes, I was like, man, what do I do? And he's just like, just go with it, you know. And as it get more and more easy, the more we go with it, get more comfortable.
And then, another thing, when after the interview, I go on like Instagram Live or something. Now when I go on live, it's getting screen recorded and they're making
yeah.
YouTube videos.
Motherfucker,
They're
we on
twisting
live
my
right now, like,
words,
Yeah.
saying I was scared, bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
I said I
trouble.
was nervous in the interview. I said it on my live, like I was nervous.
Yeah.
I don't do my first podcast, but
stepping outside your
some
comfort
page
zone,
in
man.
LA cut off the part where I say interview,
Yeah.
and they said, "Oh look, lady say you was scared to be in
yeah,
LA."
yeah,
A
yeah.
bunch of stuff like that. So now I just watch what I say more.
Did you anticipate that before going into it? Did you know that kind of stuff would come along with
Nah,
it? It's
not at
uncharted
all.
territory
Surprise.
for you.
Yeah, not at all.
But you know what, bro? Like, motherfuckers don't understand, bro. Like, motherfuckers ain't coming into podcast world. These dudes are new generations YouTubers. Motherfuckers coming straight from the block and the streets and doing shit.
Yeah.
And coming to this world's different. So this is your first interview, bro. Like, of course it's something different.
Yeah.
They used to doing this
I
shit.
only slept
You know
2
what I'm
hours,
saying?
and then everybody was saying, "Oh, you jumped on that flight real quick," but we drove. We had to make stops, get food, take a piss. Well,
wrong
and
with
we had to
jumping on the
stop in
flight?
all their cities. You know what I'm saying?
That's a long
Yeah.
ass drive, bro. I
Yeah.
hate that drive.
Yeah.
I hop on a flight all the time, man.
Yeah.
No, me and Tone talk about it all the time amongst ourselves. Like you can never, you no matter what you do in life, you can never please everybody. You're always gonna have your supporters and your haters, and there's no getting everyone to just be a
No way.
supporter. You got to take them both equally in, and at the end of the day, they both draw the numbers up, and that equates to money for entertainers.
Yeah,
so.
they're
But at the end of
Good
the day,
to have
if we expect certain people to talk their shit, we understand that. We knew that. You know that's gonna happen. That's what comes with it. But if you a homeboy, you from somewhere that's like kicking down door, that's a door open for us, bro. That's like if you hating on that, bro, you a sucker straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you hate on any, regardless if you like your style or don't? Because I know the generation gaps, bro. Just the older I get, sometimes I can't understand some of the new shit some of these kids are doing. And at the same time, they're looking at us like, you old head motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be that. I embrace, bro. I love seeing progression. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you get into the money, you getting that money and you making shit happen for us, bro. Come on, how can I salute to that, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like I see Thizzler now. They post a lot of the Southern Cali artists.
yeah,
Me or nobody I'm cool with, I don't never see them saying, "Oh, why you posting them?"
Yeah.
But that's how they do us when
Yeah.
No Jumper interviews us. You know what I mean?
no, that's a good point. It doesn't
Yeah.
bother you when you see them post that kind of stuff.
because I don't feel
No.
threatened. I feel like I'm doper than them, and I feel like
Let the
the
music
homie
speak for
rappers are
itself.
doper than them. That's just my opinion.
That's dope. I know
I mean,
Tone's
yeah.
got the same attitude towards that. And I know everybody's different and everyone has different opinions when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because, you know, y'all politics is real. They're more serious than a lot of other politics as far as y'all specifically with Northern and Southern
He
California.
gonna say, yeah, but we gonna initiate AWACS on this podcast, man. You one of us now, Holmes.
See, man.
Get him, ladies, jump him in.
Listen, man. That's
Nah, I'm
family,
playing with you,
man.
man. It don't matter, bro. Family's family, regardless, man. Regardless where we come from, bro. If you're a brother of ours, you're a brother of ours. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, no,
So,
I always said that, bro. I feel like a lot of people don't know our connection too, and,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
like I always personally, I don't know how old you were, but I know you was around 15, 16, and
Yeah.
family tried.
Yeah.
We connected through family.
yeah,
so.
yeah. A lot of people don't know that. I was just saying in the car, we're in the same family.
Yeah, so-
so even if we don't hang out all the time, we always locked in, got each
Yeah.
other's backs 100%.
And I always felt bad because when your dad tried to first get you in the studio, like Lazy Boy out here fucking up, he out here.
I was getting in trouble. Yeah.
He getting in a lot of trouble. I need to harness in his energy into something positive like the studio. And I was just at a negative point in my life.
I
at that
didn't even
time.
know
It was
my
like-
dad did that.
Yeah, like-
that's my first time hearing.
I didn't know. I felt bad because when it happened, I was like, I got so much negativity in my
And
life.
you told me,
bringing a
okay,
youngster-
I didn't know my dad did that, but I remember you telling me that a couple of your homies that just got killed, your little homies,
Yeah.
and you didn't want to involve me in that. I remember that,
That part.
conversation. It's
Like-
like the first time we talked.
So I always have held that, like, damn, what if I would have just not let that affect me and I would have tried to mentor you sooner and give
Yeah.
you advice and
You
guide
always
you.
gave me game though.
But I always try to clean it up, and like so.
Yeah.
I'm extra like rooting for you behind the scenes, man. On
I
some
know you
family
are.
shit,
Yeah,
you
for
know
sure.
that shit
Yeah.
already. And I know Tone got his own backstory with you and history with
Yeah,
you. too.
you and Tone gave me the most game out of any music, any artist. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Bro,
it.
Anybody in the music
hey,
shit,
I
yeah.
just had a memory right now, but hey, what's up with the check mark, Booty Woo? Remember that little situation?
Yeah.
I was like, bruh, bless that.
Me
man.
me and Tone was talking about. I was like, how'd you get that check mark? And
That's
I
when it
really,
meant something.
I really woke up
That
and I
verified.
had, I had like 30 missed calls, and I was like, somebody died or something. So I'm my heart kind of said, I thought something bad happened.
Yeah.
They're like, bro, you got a blue check mark.
Oh,
And then
shit.
Tone said, I told you it was coming. Hey, but it still does mean something though, because when somebody got the fake blue check mark, they
see
got
their whole name
they
and
got their
shit.
government name. That's how you know. Yeah.
But now,
But, yeah, it was way
that
more
at the
meaningful,
time
yeah.
where- Cause I think I was like the first homie to get that check mark. I
You
might
were.
be wrong. I don't
Nah, you
know.
were. You
But yeah, I
were,
got
yeah.
because I was posting. I was like, how do you fuck you get this check mark? I was on that, and then I didn't know there was some politics behind it. You got to be tied in with at least a company at the time that you were with, and which was
Big
we was-
label.
yeah, we was
Yeah.
with a bigger label, and the
Yeah.
label had that pool. You had to be somebody to be stamped.
Mm-hmm,
Everyone thought it. There was some people I guess paying for it. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
how that
I
worked.
heard. I supposedly.
Yeah, so there was a time where that blue check mark did mean something because I remember once I got that, like if you tied in with someone on a DM about some business, they take you
They
more.
take
shit.
it way more.
Yeah, they like
Yeah,
okay for
yeah.
sure. Now that shit don't mean damn. But I see motherfucker with a blue check mark. I mean, they got 62 followers. Motherfucker work at fucking Walmart and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got to pay monthly for it.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, and like you said, they got the government name and shit, whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I never really tripped on that in real life,
Yeah,
but
me
in
neither.
business, it did definitely help, bro, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it helped distinguish you apart from just the fake pages, if nothing else, because you experienced that with the trolls and the fake pages
Yeah.
and the fake
I got-
spin and the fake stories.
I got
and
people
whatnot.
pretending to be me, and they like.
Asking
I mean,
for
not
cash
everyone's
apps.
up on game.
Cash at me $50.
No, not even that. Like, they're catfishing people thinking I'm like talking to them, so
Yeah.
they're thinking they're in a little relationship, secret relationship with me, and they haven't. But I'm like, bro, that's happened to me a handful of times where
Bro, you know how many
they fell
fake
for that shit.
connoisseur brand pages
The,
follow me?
the tree
and
pages
DM
for
me?
sure because
Yeah.
they get money. They
Yeah,
do
yeah.
the send me money on Telegram. I'll ship. We do all that.
Yeah.
If you fall for that shit in 2024, then you are a stupid motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Do not fall for no bullshit. It's easy to find out who's who. Go to the real person's page. If
Look
they're
for
not
that
promoting
blue
that
check
shit
mark.
on my page, I got my pages that are attached to me on my fucking bio. If it ain't that, then you're stupid. If you got a DM from Lazy Boy and says, "Yeah, send me fucking $25," whatever, you know it's fucking fake, man. Lazy Boy ain't gonna hit you
Yeah.
for $25 in your fucking DM. You know what
Nah,
I'm
you
saying?
don't need $25
Unless you're paying for
towards his bill.
promo or some bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what a lot of people been getting recently. They've been getting the managers take control of artist pages and be like, "Yo, I see you out here working."
I
and
just got one of those.
Send a little troll message.
Yeah, it was
and
like somebody had like 1 million followers, but yeah.
you respond and they be like, "What's your budget?" Like,
Yeah.
man, come on, cut that out.
They act
bro.
like they want to help you, and then
Yeah,
it's like, what's your
and
budget?
it's-
Yeah.
and then they dropped the other shoe. Like Bobby Schmurder was sending my boy E-Bang
Yeah.
messages the other day like that. I was like, bro, that's cap, bro. Get out of here with that shit.
Shit, man. You know, some I was kind of debating on touching on because I'm one of those dudes. I'm an old school cat. I'm not with the bullshit, the gossiping. You know, I'm one of those dudes. Me personally, I've never done a diss record. I've never done that in my life because if you got a problem with me, come see me type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a new generation. You got people 700 miles away that, you know, and it's easier now. You know what I'm saying? I don't like you, fuck you.
Yeah.
And now with this going on, obviously you went down there, stirred up some emotions.
Yeah.
Bands went down there, stirred up even more emotions. So there's a little whoop-de-whoop going on.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like individuals like myself, I go to LA, I pop in and out. I go everywhere. I
Yep.
fly to Chicago, I go to New York, I go to Houston. I move around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these dudes that's really secluded to my own section. So I see many different areas, right? But, you know, you got these certain individuals that are in their feelings. This is going back and forth. You clapping back. Pretty much fuck you. You know what I'm saying? What's the situation with that right now, man? Like, if you want to elaborate on anything, we don't have to say names, but just like
Yeah,
you
the
know.
Bluebird song got some traction over here. It's really picking up steam too.
Yeah,
man.
and the one before, but Bluebird
yeah,
got the most.
that's the
Yeah.
one.
So one thing I was gonna say right now, because of what Tone said, how you said it's easy to say fuck you, but one thing is it's easy for them to say fuck us because they live out there, but they're in my city. Maybe not those individuals,
Straight
but
up.
they're people. So when I say that, it is like a risk because now they're gonna be on me more because they're down the street from our sections.
Straight up.
So it's not just like, oh, I ain't got to worry about this guy. Nah, because the more I talk about them, the more their people in my city are gonna want to back them up. So
That's real.
it does come with some shit. You know what I mean?
And the only reason I'll elaborate on that, me coming up in this game, we had a lot out here.
Exactly.
And anybody
Yeah.
knows, goes and does the background of us, especially Woody, because Woody was our public figure. Rest in peace to
Rest
my
in
brother.
peace, yeah.
But they even have a documentary they put out that had a lot of views about a history of Antioch. And there was they was deep out here. They had a little hood out here for a minute, and they was repping that shit, and we was young and dumb, and it went down, bro. There was a lot of bloodshed, a lot of killings and murders over that history. So I understand, like, yeah, you're right. They may not see us out there like that, but that side has been up this way for a long time. So I don't even know if they fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing them dissing each other. Because I've always in my mind, like, look, bro, when I go to LA, I was never really worried about getting jammed up from any hood out there, because I felt like they were more worried about each other than us up here.
Yeah.
Like, you from the Bay, they probably gonna scratch their head before, like, hold on, like, what the fuck should I do versus a rival hood where they're from type of shit.
Yeah.
And I might be wrong. That's not my politics. I don't know. That's just my understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, but out here, when they have hoods, and I'll keep a buck. If they got hoods out here, most of them are really knowing where the fuck they at, so it go down. You know what I'm saying? Unless most of them they tucked away, but they pop out. They know what's going down. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed some of them link, and like you said, some don't get along. But some of them I do see linking with the ones out here in the Bay Area.
I could see the new times doing that.
Well, I always been interested in both of y'all opinions. Like, you know, Blood and Crip politics, Piru politics, and Crip politics. It's more geared towards, rather than all Bloods hate all Crips and all Crips hate all Bloods. Like, it's some of that deep down inside, but it's more of this hood hate this hood. This hood hate that hood. It's some
Specific groups.
It's specific hoods, and they boil the beef down to certain specific neighborhoods that, like, yo, someone from Compton don't care about a Piru from Compton don't care about no Crip from West Los Angeles. That ain't nobody been sliding on their homies and no shit like that to be like, that's our specific enemy. But it's specific hoods that have those problems. Do you feel like the North and South politics will ever geared more towards specific hoods than just an overall, or you think it's always gonna be?
Man, it's hard for me
way.
to touch on that, because I don't really like saying too much about it. You know,
facts.
Yeah, just
That would just be an opinion, though. Like
Yeah.
that ain't really.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not
You know what I'm
saying.
saying? Yeah, that ain't
So
really.
the main question,
I'm saying, do you
was,
think it will ever hit that point down in history, at any point in the history,
where people are
where
cool?
it'll evolve? Not where they're cool, but where like
it's only certain groups?
it's
I would
specific
tell you
groups,
this, though, Wax.
more than just a
Just
broad
real quick
North
to
and
help
South.
you on that. That wouldn't be up to individuals like him, myself, and the music. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be our. When people ask that wouldn't be. Yeah, well, I think so. You know what I mean? We'd have to see how things unfold, and then we. You
So
know what I'm
I'll
saying?
say this.
Yeah, I understand I understand it's not like a one man decision. Nobody could just wave a magic wand and make that happen.
But do I
My
think
question
it would
is,
happen?
would it ever happen in history? Do you think it'll ever evolve to that?
I feel like anything's possible, but just like I said before, even if it did happen, me personally, I'm not fucking with them.
You're not,
because
gonna
I've
do
been
that.
through too much with them.
different times.
No matter what, I don't care. The homies good. My personal homies, fuck them. I'm not.
Yeah.
I've been through
And
too
I
much.
I
Yeah.
ask that because I know when people look at politics, they compare them like, yo, black and brown politics are different from the streets and inside, and a lot of people compare them, and on both sides, people don't agree with how other people do it. So I was just asking, not to say is somebody
Yeah, yeah.
the
That's a good
first
question.
one, but
No, it's a good question. Yeah.
will it ever be more of an agreement between black and brown on how the politics
I
are run?
honestly, bro, I could see with time evolving, and this is maybe off subject, but it's maybe similar, kind of like with racism and slavery, right?
Yeah.
If you would have went back in the 50s and asked me, do you think blacks and whites will ever come to an agreement? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a whole group saying fuck them and fuck the other side saying fuck you.
Yeah.
Because it's so still fresh, right? But 50, 60 years down the line, motherfuckers ain't thinking of it. I mean, it's still relevant, but it ain't relevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't still like, man, I had a drink from a different water fountain than you did.
Yeah.
You know, you don't understand me.
Yeah.
So I personally see it maybe in 40, 50 years where it might be different, you know, but in the time being, it's too fresh, bro.
Yeah,
Because
and-
your family, our older uncles, they've been through. It's too much bloodshed. It's too much. Same with them over there. There's too much that has happened to feel that way. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Unless you haven't experienced it or been through it, I could see you hey, yeah, it should be all love.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yep.
if you have been through the pain of losing a brother to the game or losing somebody, it's different inside you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I understand that. I also, like, if you would have asked me 10 years ago, would the LA Hispanic music and their music that they put from down there have been geared towards the way it is now, with them collaborating with the black artists and brown artists together and stuff like that. Like, that didn't seem like it was a possibility 10 years ago. Now that it's happening and it's more of that happening, you see artists down there working with other.
Real quick, I want to elaborate. And this is only going on active people that are like involved with street shit still.
Yeah,
I'm not
street
talking about
politics.
just LA and North Carolina. Like I fuck with a lot of people in LA. I got love for LA. Like LA's cool. LA's beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Hold on.
No, I was just gonna say, touch on the difference between the south side of
Nah.
up here from down there.
No, hold on.
There is a big difference. So, you know what I
You
mean?
want? Come on, get on, man. Come on, Scott.
I'm just trying
Well,
to
Real quick, like no, I see what you're saying. No, for sure. Like I do got a lot of love for LA. You're right, brother. I got a lot of love for LA. There's I do business out there. I enjoy going to certain areas up there. Obviously, I stay away from certain areas because I know what I'm asking for. I know where the fuck I'm at. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm not sitting there and pinpointing like it's because of Southern California and Northern California. I'm talking about certain individuals, certain mind states. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if I go with all the homeboys and we end up in a certain neighborhood, and I'm not going to give no names out there, but we end up in the other side of the tracks, we know what we going to. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Someone jams us up, it's going to go down. I go out there with me and my old lady, and we go sit down, have a nice dinner. I go in certain nice places in LA. I don't trip. I'm prepared, but I'm not as paranoid. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not all of in a nutshell.
yeah.
Certain sections, you come out here to Northern California. People come out here and say, we're in Northern California, they're fucking Pier 39. No one's tripping that you're on Pier 39.
Yeah.
No one cares if you go to fucking Great America. You might run into a few individuals, you know what I'm saying? But go to certain neighborhoods out here in San Jose. Go to certain neighborhoods in fucking San Fernando, you know what I'm saying? And go to the Valley, you know what I mean? It's going to be a different ball game. So, you know, it's not just in a nutshell. Not everyone's on that same mindset, you know what I mean? Just that's kind of where I was touching.
Yeah, and like YG's from Compton, and he got a lot of music with like Sad Boy Loco and different artists from down south.
Yeah.
And how my take on that personally, because like my politics is my own politics, and so I love to see stuff like that. I love to, love to see YG work with you, Lazy. I would love to see him work with Sad Boy Loco or Tony.
Yeah.
Anybody. Just good music is good music.
I
I'm
worked with
always
Phoenix Flexing. I
a
did a
fan
song
of
out
that.
there in LA with him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Phoenix.
Yep.
Good dude.
Shout
Shout out Phoenix,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yep. Shout out
and,
Phoenix.
and Showline back together. Like, but
Yeah.
I just love music, and there's a lot of artists that
Me
I'm
too.
a fan of.
Yeah.
I don't have no dog in the fight with the politics. Now, granted, I'm family. I be around you and Tone a lot because I stay up here and I'm with y'all all the time.
You one of us, Holmes. Blood in, blood out.
My politics
Don't
don't
turn it
stand
back.
there. If I do a song with somebody from down south or from anywhere, I don't have to answer questions to y'all,
Nope.
and vice versa. Yeah, we don't. Our relationship isn't like that with each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
so-
we want you to
Yeah.
do your thing. Yeah,
and we support whatever's going down. Like, we might not like the song. Like, you do a song with someone I don't like, man, I'm just gonna skip the song. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna get on there and troll or nothing. But that's a conversation that I definitely like. I'm interested personally to see how it unfolds in the future. Like, I'm
Yeah.
always intrigued and interested
Yeah.
in that and seeing how it evolves.
You like any other artists from LA that you beyond that side of the
Yeah,
game?
from any side. Like, is there any
It's a
LA
lot of.
artists in general?
I know it's a lot of talent out there. It's just hard for me because I don't really listen to LA. It's just not my style. I
Even like mainstream, like YG or
YG
like.
But I
hard.
never bumped that shit
YG's
either.
hard.
I'm the same way.
But
never bumped
I
that
know
shit.
he's hard. It's just I like that Barry sound, like that Northern Cali,
Yeah.
the beats,
Yeah.
the you know what I mean.
What'd you grow
our
up on?
deliveries are different.
So growing up, just taking back to the youngster, riding in the hood. What was your playlist like?
Woody for sure.
Hell yeah.
Um,
R.I.P. to the
that's-
brother.
Yeah. And my pops would always bump E40, Mac Dre.
Water, Mac Dre, the
Yeah,
greats.
he's the reason I started bumping Mac Dre. And then Jacka, you know what I'm saying?
So that's always gonna say, and that's kind of deciphers. That's always been our influence. I think that's why you said we got different politics, right? But we always got along.
Yeah.
'Cause same with me. I grew up bumping certain homeboy rap, but I couldn't listen to the too much of the I listened to oldies like a motherfucker. I listened to homeboy rap, but I was bumping the E40s, the Mac Dre's,
Yep.
the Jackets, the
Yep.
Wax. Like, so that's what always separated us out here. Like, where I grew up out here, bro, in Antioch, we were a melting pot. It wasn't like a body. We were mixed. We had a lot of Mexicans, blacks, and white boys.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of white boys were homies. You know what I mean? But we had some white boys that were trying to be black and shit. But we was melting pot, so we never had that. We didn't have that. I grew up in a Mexican household. You know what I'm saying? But we were not super like orale on
I get what you mean.
You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? We're
yep.
Like, what's up with the homie, bro?
Yeah.
What do you? We was pulling up on gold ones on mustard and mayonnaise. You know what I mean? Slapping Mac Dre type of shit. We always had that little game, so that always did separate us. You know what I'm saying? So we always affiliated. And even when they did have them things out here, they weren't like that. They were pelons, big ass Ben Davis, creased. We would be creased and shit, but they rocked it different. You know what
in
I'm
San
saying?
Ho, they look like how we look.
Yeah.
They
Back,
don't-
back then too.
No, right now.
Now, I'm saying
Even a
now.
few years ago though.
Yeah. Now you can't even
five,
tell.
6, 7 years ago,
Now
you can't tell.
even
Yeah.
You don't even know.
Hey, Tone, I didn't mean to not answer your question. You asked me about the beef.
Yeah.
But I kind of said something, and then do you
Oh,
still
yeah,
want
yeah.
me to? Or?
Elaborate, my
All right,
brother.
so here's how it happened. Cause a lot of the people down there think I did some clout chasing shit or something. I got interviewed at No Jumper. I kept it respectful when I was asked about any individuals. I kept it cool. Like, hey, that's dope. He's blowing up. That's all I said.
Yeah.
They said, what do you think of him blowing up? I said, it's dope. 2 days later, they're sending me some video of him saying, "Oh, you a bitch," blah blah. That's all it was. So I just had fun with it.
You kept it classy. I'll give you that 1000%. You kept it classy.
So I had a
You didn't
little.
name
I
drop.
played back a little bit. You know what I mean, because I was just in a good mood. Like, if I played back with you, you know what I mean.
I got time today, blood. Let's get it, man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And you know, like me, and I know they got older individuals out there, and me coming from a different era. Of course, I'm gonna have my opinion. You know, I'm not gonna be one of those dudes that go back and forth on the internet. But I understand the way it is. Those type of people get booming nowadays, bro. And it kind of goes back to like 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
6ix9ine, how did he get so famous? It wasn't people weren't just
Talking
running around
shit.
slapping.
Oh,
6ix9ine.
hey, I do want to say one important thing. All those people's names I said, they all said "fuck me" first in some type of form, whether it's an interview,
Yeah.
you know, Instagram song.
Yeah.
But except one of them, but I said "fuck him" because you know he was talking shit on one of our people that passed away. You know what I'm saying? So
Got you.
I got a different take on it than Tone too. Like I'm
Yeah.
real big on the hip hop is competitive, and Pepsi ain't supposed to never like Coca-Cola. Fuck them all if they ain't behind what you doing.
Yeah.
Get on them at all times, and I'm entertained by it. Like I'm entertained by both sides. I'm
yeah,
entertained.
I agree with both.
Yeah, I get it. I fuck with it. I'm all for that shit. Like
It's
let's get it.
entertaining.
I'll
Get
give it to
money,
you.
turn
Wax
up.
been that way. Wax will
Yeah.
go in and
I've been on.
he'll go
no
on
fucks
motherfuckers.
given. Motherfuckers
He
say
like-
your name, say that shit back, man. Run that shit.
And I
Let it
think
play out how it play
another
out.
reason people were so on it when I did all that, because I'm known to be like a quiet person. I don't
Yeah.
really do interviews. I don't try to like say I'm this and that, like I'm the hardest.
Yeah,
So when I popped out, they're like, damn, I didn't know Lazy was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They haven't really seen that side of me because I'm more militant. I'm always the quietest one in the room.
And you soft spoken, you like
Yeah.
choose your words wisely.
Yeah.
Like I know from being around you
Yeah.
and shit. So this is the first time a lot of people see
Even
you
at
like
the No
that.
Jumper interview, there was stuff I could have said, but I'm thinking before I'm speaking.
Yeah.
Because once you say it on there, if you say something you ain't supposed to say, they're not gonna take it out.
And
You know what I
it's
mean?
not
That's
like
on
you know, a lot of people. If I'm sipping on some little fucking mixed drink right now, but if I was just on straight Hennessy, you gonna get a different side
Yeah.
of me.
Yeah.
Then if I'm sipping lean, you're gonna hear a different interview
Yeah.
from me while I'm,
I'm like
doing
that
it.
day by day though. I don't know. I don't know if it's bipolarness or not. Some days I'm chilling. I'm cool. I'm in a good mood. Some days I wake up like fuck everybody.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just like day
I'd
by
be
day,
like that,
man.
yeah.
And it really sometimes it just be about money, man. You
If
know,
it's a
sometimes-
20 band day, boy, I'm coming
Yeah,
in
I'm
here.
happy.
What's up,
Come on.
y'all? I'm smiling
You know,
all the time. Shit, what we on?
I'm every day's different to me, bro. You can't, and I don't know if that is like I call it mood swings. I don't know. It's just we grown, man. Some days it's like someone looking at me wrong. Fuck, I'm all mood. You might catch me on a bad day.
Yeah.
You might catch me on a good day.
Some people
Keep it pushing,
call
you
it
know what I'm saying?
bipolar. Some call it mood
Yeah.
swings, man. I just call it, man.
But you know what? One thing is, boss, man, we always we always have our pride, bro. We have our egos. You know what I'm saying? Me being young, I was a hothead. I always admit it. Like anybody that knows me knows my past. I don't put out because there's always someone drawing sticks. If you act like a tough guy, you have someone be like, "Oh, I'm tougher. Fuck you. You ain't shit." You know what I mean? That's just how the game goes, bro. There's always somebody thinks they're tougher. I don't care about that shit these days. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you get a little older, like you're right, think a little more strategic. My words are a little bit more chosen. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to give certain individuals the power, because when you speak on it, it gives them power. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, some motherfuckers just talk shit, and it is entertainment at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I could say fuck you. You're not in my section, but in our world, shit gets real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I tell someone in my section that's close by, fuck you on a song, we gotta be prepared to go to war. This is throwing out a war signal. You know what
something
I'm
will
saying?
happen. Yeah.
So we understand the rap game is entertainment, but it's real life. People lose their life to this
facts.
shit. So but that's where we come from. Like
I
we
look
used
at
to
music like it's serious. I don't look at it like it's a game, because
Yeah.
I, like you said, shit can happen.
It do
Say
happen.
one wrong thing, yeah.
But-
or do a song with somebody else take it the wrong way.
And coming from the bottom, I used to be scared when early in my career. When I travel a lot, I take airplanes and shit. And I used to be scared of flying, bro. I'm scared of heights. I'm definitely scared of heights, right?
Yeah.
And when I first started flying, somebody was like, I used to be scared of flying, and someone was like, "Hey, if you ever die in a plane crash, they give your family $1 million." Like, what? I ain't never been scared of flying again. Run that shit, bro. 'Cause I'm from the bottom, bro.
Man, that's it.
I'm
Been 20
working
years
my
ago.
ass off to try and get my family in position. If they gotta take the cheat code to a motherfucking airplane crash, run that shit. When I was young,
you see that thing popping out right now? They just announced over 300 planes from Delta and American. I fly them are at risk of blowing up in midair right now. And I fly like a motherfucker, bro.
yeah, that's your choice airlines.
And they
too.
just had a so I'm about to go to Yakima, Washington in a couple weeks. And literally when I was looking at flights, I'm about to fly in Seattle. I was talking to you about that today. A Delta flight landed in Seattle, Tacoma, Washington Airport, was caught on fire when it landed. There was a little fire in the cockpit. There's a bunch of shit going on with them 300.
Fuselage been blowing off. People been flying with the door open
You
and
be
shit.
flying a
Doing
lot?
shit.
I only been on the plane to go to Vegas, and then went back home on the plane.
Oh, you all the way San Jose planted.
See, I fly, bro. I
I've
be
been
on
down
the
Northern
like
Cali,
Ubers,
but
man.
yeah, I ain't really been too many places.
Yeah.
You know what,
I'm
though?
about to though.
You gotta do it, bro.
Yeah.
Travel, see the world, hop on. I do that. Like I said, I find any excuse to travel. If I want to go somewhere, I've been wanting to eat somewhere, I'm gonna just go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If I got some business connections that could be potential money, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person to get up and go, because out here you could only do so much. You gotta get out there and shake hands, mingle. But as many times as I've flown, I still get nervous on the takeoffs and the landings.
That's
I don't know what it is, bro. Like,
those are the most dangerous times when shit
sure,
happens
for
in
sure.
planes. It's usually during those 2 times.
And I'll be flying JSX. I was telling you earlier,
You were
and they're a little
giving
bit
me the
more.
game earlier,
They're a
yeah.
little bit more private planes, right? So they're smaller,
Yeah.
so you feel more. So when you take that, when you
yeah.
take off, and you feel that turning, you feel. I have to see out the window. I have to look, because when you feel them feelings, bro, that shit be.
fighting the people next to him for the armrests and shit the whole time.
I got D coming on the interview on Saturday, right? And we flew to where the fuck did we go when we did a show with D? Was it Denver? We went to Denver. I always say Washington. We went to Denver, and he doesn't fly. He's scared of flying. I'm gonna pull his car. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know D been through some shit, but when he was on that plane, we had some turbulence trying to land. He was holding on to that.
Hey, you see him
motherfucking chair,
praying?
boy. He
White knuckles praying like, "Dear Lord, please just let this thing land."
It be trippy because it's out your. You ain't got no power. It's out of your control. Whatever
That's
happens is God's plan from there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, my boy Sco be driving sometime. I done been on some drunk driving missions sometimes.
Hanging out with Skull sometimes I could take off and a landing, bro. You don't
Facts.
know how it's gonna go, man.
I had it one time. We was on the Thule Road going to Sac, and they start arguing. And you know that Thule Road, you got about this much beside the side of the road before you hanging off the embankment into the water. And they arguing, we swerving like, bro, I'm just trying to make it to where we going, bro.
Man.
We just chill, bro. Like, yeah, I done been through a few of those motherfuckers. Do. Like, hold on, bro.
I don't give a fuck how tough you is, bro. When you that control, you don't have that control, bro. That should be a different feeling, man. But I do fly a lot, so I'm like, I always watch the stewardess, the wait, what do you call it, the stewardess, or what are the people that be helping you? They call
Stewardess.
I always watch them. If they ain't tripping, I ain't tripping. If
Yeah.
they start looking panicking, then hey,
You
fuck,
right,
I'm starting my
yeah.
Texas. I love you.
I know you worked with like Snooty Wild and different people from different
Yeah.
areas in the past, and you've done music. Rest in peace to bro.
Yeah,
He
rest in
passed
peace,
on.
yeah.
But is there any areas outside of California specifically that you're a fan of their music, or people artists that you like would like to work with in the future?
Shit, they're hard in Detroit.
You like Detroit, the
Yeah.
Detroit scene.
Detroit rap
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I like that turned up shit, that up tempo.
That shit talk,
Yeah.
up tempo
Yeah.
music. Yeah.
I mean, but I like the shit that also like kind of deep, got some emotion in it too, some melody. You know what I mean? Like my type of shit that you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. And you got a real specific style too. Like you talk your shit, and you got sometimes you'll talk your shit, sometimes you talk you just kick that street shit back and forth. But you got a melodic style, how you deliver it.
I feel like I got
It's your
two
own-
different ways I rap. I got one where I'm just like on some Bluebird shit,
Yeah.
talking shit, and then like you said, I'm on the same topics, but I got a little more melody.
Yeah.
But I start seeing that my supporters like when I'm on that Bluebird shit.
Yeah.
So even if I might like making the other music better, I know I gotta cater to the people. So that's why lately I've been on that type of shit.
You've been trying to cater more to
Yeah,
that.
even though I
Yeah.
kind of like the other music better because it's more of a vibe when you're in the studio. You know, you got
Yeah.
the melodies going and all that. But I notice the fans like the turned up shit, just the, you know what I mean, just straight rapping. You know, so I've been catering to them. That's why I'm on that right now
Yeah,
because it goes up way more when I do that.
Who you say you fuck with in Detroit?
Shit. There's Peasy. He's hard.
go crazy.
There's
Payroll. You can slap
I,
Payroll G
I
Money.
don't slap him too much, but he's hard though. There's there's a song he got called "Kids Next Door." I be slapping it. What's his name? He's popping out there though.
I feel like they.
Oh, Cash Kid.
Oh yeah,
Cash
yeah,
Kid,
yeah. I feel like they got someone like almost like a we could relate to their sound a little bit more. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Nah, you
kin,
right.
kin
That-
to us. Like
I feel like they
Kansas City.
sound the closest to us out of any other region in the country.
Yeah.
But even then though, I still really only bump Northern Cali music when I'm riding around bumping music of
Yeah.
my choice. It's just hard for me to not listen to something outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, working with other people from other markets, that also like it's fun to do that because
Yeah.
their fan base gets exposed to out
Oh, yeah,
here
it's a good
and vice versa. So it's the networking.
Oh yeah, as far as working, I want to. Yeah, I just meant like listening to him.
Yeah.
But working, yeah, I
Fan
got
of
to.
it. I know how to get. I know. That helped me a lot in my career, specifically when I try to pick beats that aren't just tailored for out here and try and pick
Yeah,
sounds that would be able to be easily
Everybody
listened
alike.
to everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that helped me a lot in my career, like,
Yeah.
too.
yeah. One thing I never do. I think I'm known for it is not doing features. So this year, I got a few lined up. You know what I mean? Do something with Tone You. I got like
Yeah.
I don't want to say all the names, but I got a few other people. But I don't never do features. I just always like making solo music.
I respect that though.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
get paid for
Yeah.
features. You know what I mean? I'll do those, but I'm talking about like where I want to collab, a real
Yeah.
collab. I don't
Yeah.
really do them.
I
that much.
decline pay features all the time, bro.
Yeah, I have now. Yeah. The past couple months I've been
Yeah.
declining.
I
them.
decline
Yeah.
a lot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To me,
Most of
it
them.
ain't about the money, bro.
Yeah.
Like music to me is more like if I have you sitting here with me, I gotta
Yeah.
respect you as a brother. I gotta respect what you do. I gotta fuck with you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you offer me money. You ain't gonna say that. Unless it's a substantial
Yeah, I'm
amount.
not gonna lie.
Wait,
I was
wait,
gonna
hold
say,
on. Let's talk.
It's a price. I
Yeah.
just
Like if you offer
buzz,
something,
bro.
but
Yeah.
then usually if someone comes to me with a bag like that, I know they about something.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I respect
That's
it
why
because
I
I'm a
tell,
businessman. You know what
now
I'm
I
saying?
tell them a number that I know most people probably can't afford, but it's still reasonable. And if you're gonna pay that number, all right, I'm gonna do it. Unless I find out you a PC or snitch or something, then
Yeah.
it's I ain't even.
But most of the time, someone comes to you
Yeah.
and say, "Look, bro, I got a bag for you, and it's a number that catches your interest." That's a business person. I'm a businessman. I know how to speak
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
I deal with business people that are successful. I
Yeah.
know how we work, bro.
Yeah.
I know when someone's window shopping. I know when someone's bullshitting. I could read you in the first 10 seconds of doing business with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You come at me on people. Hey, how much you this? How much for that? All right, I'll get back with you.
You could tell,
Fuck outta
yeah.
here, bro. You
Oh,
already
I
catch.
just wanted to know the price. That's
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
You
they
don't
say.
fuck
I'm
up
gonna
your
hit
future.
you
That's some
next
game
week.
for anybody
Yeah.
watching. If you're trying to do business with somebody, wait until you're ready.
Yeah.
Wait until you're financially ready, in a position ready to reach out, and you're ready to pull the trigger.
Because that shit's annoying.
Because someone says, "Hey, I want how much for verse?" You tell your number, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Let's go, I got that." What's your cash app?
And even if you
gonna be
ain't got it, you're like, hey, I got a rack.
Yeah.
So it's showing you're serious. You know
It's
what I mean?
showing something
like
you're ready to invest. It shows
Like,
me
oh,
you're
he ain't
down
playing.
payment
Yeah.
on
I
it.
fuck with that, and I've done that. I've offered my price to somebody because just I don't feel like fucking with them. Here's my number, and they're like, I got this to work with, and it's still a number. Like, you know
It's
what, man, I ain't mad at that.
respectable. Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Are you ready
Yeah.
to go? Shoot to the cap. They should, and I'll respect that person because I'm like that. Anytime in the past I'm ready to work, if I contact a producer, I haven't paid for too many features in
Yeah.
my life, but I have. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Whether I would say like an E40 or too short.
Yeah.
That of course that's gonna come with a little price. What you need, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Obviously at that time there was other, there other people, other parties involved. But anytime I have paid for a verse, man, what you need, what's your cash app? Boom, let's go. I'm ready to work.
It's those people that made me a better businessman because I told myself I don't never want to look like them. I want anybody I deal with, I want them to know I stand on my business. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's because of them why I try to. That made me better at doing business. Yeah.
That's good. That's good advice,
Yeah.
man. Anybody that's trying to do business, be ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers like us will read the fuck out you.
Because
man.
it's all pump fakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. Yeah.
And you know what? And I'm from a time, Wax is from a time where when you had to do music, you had to be somebody and financially stable to release projects. You had to be able to put money behind a product to put it out. It wasn't as easy as going to steal a
You
beat
didn't
off
have
YouTube
Instagram for free.
and post that shit.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
as easy. Like that's why I think
I believe it.
The
yeah.
same as you get trolled after you do a No Jumper interview, like people will troll you on verses. People will get in your DMs, be like, how much for a verse? You tell them your price, and then they'll lowball the shit out of it. And then if you agree to try and do someone a favor, they'll put it on YouTube and be like, look,
Yep.
this guy's only charging
Yeah,
this
he's
much
hurting. Yeah,
money.
yeah.
And then it's disrespectful to the people that is actually acknowledging your
And
work.
that's another reason I don't
paying you
give
your fee.
discounts. Because
Yeah.
people love to talk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I don't just throw a number when I do verse calculations. When people be like, "How much for a future?" I don't just throw a number out that I feel like, "Yo, I'm worth this much amount of money." I gauge that on in the last 3 years, 2 years, roughly. What's the most successful feature I got, and how much money did that generate
Oh, okay.
in the last couple of years? And that's my price.
Oh, okay.
If I go 3 years and I keep throwing features up and they ain't generate no money, I gotta lower my price.
That makes
And
sense.
if I do something that's bigger, I gotta up my price. I gotta act accordingly. I treat my feature prices like a stock market. It ain't no set price.
and how much is it gonna benefit you?
Yeah.
And benefit them. If they ain't got no motion and they don't have much to them and they're just trying to invest and they need more money to them, obviously you gotta hit them a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? If you're not taking away you don't know them.
Yeah.
Now if they're somebody aspiring that I like,
Yeah.
hey man, hey, I'll work with you. You
Yeah,
know
once
what I'm
in
saying?
a
Like I
while,
said, don't
it's-
think this is my price. I like you. I'm gonna plug you in because I want to help you. You know
Every
what I'm
once in a
saying?
while, them artists pop out, and if I see some momentum in them, and I'm like, man, this dude's working hard. I see it from a distance. Like
I've done
I may
that,
waive
yeah.
the fee completely.
Me
on,
too,
on
I've
something
done that,
like
yeah.
that. And that's no disrespect to the people that the work the people that do pay are putting in. It's just saying
The other one deserves it,
organically.
yeah.
I noticed that between sometimes it just be my people put a couple songs on in the car, and I was like, yo, I fuck with this shit. Like, yo, salute. And then they reach out, and it'd be like small world. Or I meet people organically in the streets, and I'll actually be at functions and shake hands. Like, shout out Stunner Man. I met Stunner Man the other day, and I just genuinely took to the dude, like how he carried himself and in the circumstances I met him. So there be them kind of artists sometimes that you'll meet out and about and shit, and it ain't always just transactional with.
But it
features.
could be the opposite. I met artists that I respected through the music and met them and lost respect from.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
You
happens.
know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's
That
happened
happens.
for sure. Yeah.
A lot of
sure
times.
happens.
A lot of times. Yeah.
So that's the crazy part. We was going back on that on a podcast that never came out, but if you go back in time when you had to actually buy albums before like social media and all that, you would only take the artists of what you seen on the album cover and heard on the CD. You didn't have a vision of them other than what
How
you
they
heard.
act.
preconceived
Yeah.
So you
notion
would hear
of it.
their raps, only vision them as
That's
that
all you
person.
know. Yeah.
And I would
Yeah.
do that growing
makes
up.
sense.
And then I would meet a lot of these people. I'm like, hey, you a motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie.
bro.
That's why I don't even like meeting too many rappers if I really fuck with their music. Cause
Don't fuck it up,
I just
bro.
want to enjoy their music. Cause I be
Yeah.
meeting them. It'd be
Yeah.
different.
Like,
you know
hold
what I mean?
on, bro. How much of rap do you think, and being in the music industry in general, how much do you think of it is accurate to how you perceived it before you got into it?
Like 80% fake.
80% fake. Like,
Yeah.
when you come
20%
into it,
what I thought.
when you come into
yeah.
it, everything's magical. Like the first time you get in the studio and make your first song, you hear your voice back, and you're like, "Yo,
Yeah.
it's just actually I fuck with this." Like
Yeah.
you're like. You're just optimistic about everything,
Yeah.
and then when you get to peeling the layers,
It's all
off
new
the
to you.
onion,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, it takes away a little bit from the magical side of creating and just being a creative artist. How
Yeah.
I took it.
And another thing is like I always I like say like a year ago or whatever, I'll think I'm this big, and then I really will get bigger, and then I'll be like, damn, I wasn't really popping when I thought I was.
I thought I was
you know?
bigger.
And I'll have a homie, you know, shout out to them. I want to see them all win, but they might do like 100,000 views or something. They'll think the whole city knows them. I'm like, bro, there's a million people in San Ho. Like,
Yeah.
maybe the East Side knows you. Maybe you know what I mean. Like people don't really get it until they're there. Then they're like, oh shit. Like you know what I mean. It's a lot harder than
That's good
people
because
think.
you're not, and I say this a lot too, and sometimes I sound like an asshole. I feel like I tell people, you celebrating nothing yet.
Too
The
early.
fuck are you celebrating yet?
Yeah.
That's cool. Like there's steps to this shit. People are celebrating step 1 too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got this. People are watching me. I made it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you get to step 1, step 2, and you decline.
Yeah.
There's 100 more steps you got to go, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like that too. Like that's why I'm never celebrating my wins too much. I do temporarily, but I'm back to work. Like I don't sit there and live off a win too long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because even in any of this, you, me, him, there's no exception to the rule. Your next video will get 10 million views and you're up, but your video after that might not get shit.
Yep.
People get tired of motherfuckers, so it's like, how do I stay? You don't want to be. You got to be like, how do I stay relevant? How do I stay true to myself? How do I stay putting out a good product?
Creative.
How do we stay creative? It's a challenge, bro, because we know this.
It's hard, yeah.
Even with this internet shit, bro, you might have one video that goes up, and I see this all day, and it might not even be music. It might just be internet sensation. They go up, they think they made it, then all of a sudden, what the fuck
Yeah.
you doing now?
One of my things was I had the no jumper interview coming up. Everybody's anticipating it, like everyone's talking about it, right? And I'm thinking, damn, they're anticipating it. Like, what if when it comes out, it ain't even nothing? So I was kind of not insecure about it, but I was thinking
But
about
that's
it.
good.
overthinking
I appreciate that attitude more than a motherfucker like, yeah, fuck that, we about to blow the
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know how many motherfuckers I see in the
All
studio like
the
this shit
homies,
gonna blow
yeah.
up. We up next.
Yeah.
How many you see this shit?
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
all the homies were telling me, "Hey, bro, you about to be up," and I'm just like, maybe not. I mean, it's just another move. I'll see what
I
happens
feel
when
like
I get there.
I feel like that
Yeah.
shit like sparking the match. Now it's up to you to take
Yeah.
spark a lot more matches.
Even after I seen, okay, the interview is going up, it's a lot of controversy, but then I was like, what if I drop my next video and it's just the same as the last ones? Like, I'm always thinking like,
yeah.
it ain't no guarantee until
That
it's
keeps
done.
you hungry. That's what keeps you
Yeah.
winning. Because I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I want to reiterate on that because you might relate to this. I just want to use this as my example.
Yeah.
And this is from a whole different time, but some people might understand this. When I dropped my first song, I was on Woody, No Exposure. You said you grew up listening to Woody.
Yeah,
that was
for
to
sure.
me. I felt like I made it because he was like the biggest thing to us. Like,
Yep.
like I'm on a Woody project. I felt like I made it. I'm up. Most people think they're gonna be to the stars. My mind, that was dope. The homie put me in a position, and it was a song called That Good Life that a lot of people actually liked. It gave me
Yep.
an opportunity for people to hear me. But if you go, and I've heard this to this day, you only on because Woody put you. I've heard that so many times. You only on because Woody put you on out. But go back on them projects. There's 20 other names on Northern Exposures. Go look at the feature list. You're one of them.
Yeah.
There's a block of them.
Yeah.
I didn't sit there and be like, okay, cool. I went and took it amongst myself to create and build a label, do things. Me and bro sitting here 20 years later,
Yeah.
still doing the same thing. He did the same. There's 20 other artists that didn't do nothing with that.
Yep. It's a bunch of people been in the same exact positions as us, but didn't do nothing with it.
You got in a position right now to get put onto a way bigger audience.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, you need to go 10 times harder than you ever had
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that's what Loki was telling me. He was like, "Man, you got to treat it like a real job right now."
Bro,
I mean,
No,
I always
facts.
try to, but you know, it's like you
momentum
gotta-
is momentum.
Yeah.
People can't get that. You got people paying attention to, and I won't even say just no jumping. You've had big songs. You've had people paying attention. You've had regional fame. It's been branching off. But when you get a shot to get heard by
Yeah.
millions of people
It's
outside
different.
that box,
It's a different level. Yeah.
let me keep touching that. Let me keep hitting that. And on top of that, it's like But I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like it's not. I will say certain people have gimmicks, but you're dope. You drop heat, bro.
Yeah.
Like, hit them with
Yeah,
that.
some people go viral on the interviews or the
Yeah.
Instagram for acting goofy, but then they drop a song, nobody cares.
Garbage.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah, and knowing
Yeah.
people, knowing other artists, like me and Tom can sit here and say how much fans we are of your music, just of your music in general. And I'm sure some of his fans and some of my fans will check your music out and make
course.
their own decision
Yeah, yeah.
because of that. But at the end of the day, your career is going to be be reflected on, your success is going to be based on what work you put in. How much you give it is what you'll get from it. It's not just some cosign. We can't just wave no magic wand and then everybody just that fucks with us is going to jump behind your
yeah,
shit.
you
and
can
vice
help
versa.
get the eyes on them, but then you're gonna have to follow through and get them to stay.
Exactly,
Yeah, bro.
and same,
Yeah.
and vice versa. If you were to speak on me or Charles' music, your fan base can't just be told what to do. They're gonna make their own decisions, but at the end of the day, it's all on you. Your next move got to be your best move at all times.
And yeah, like Tone said, that's the part I get a little. I don't know about stress if that's the right word, but probably it's like, man, what's my next move? Man, I just did this move. It was big. It's hard to top it. You know what I mean?
On some advice, if
Yeah.
I could give you some advice from an older generation
Yeah.
artist, I would say, don't ever, always keep in the back of your mind when you're creating music that sometimes you're ahead of the curve and you're ahead of your time. And you may drop some music that isn't initially received the way you think it will be, but it'll be appreciated later because you were ahead of your time, and that's only. So be creative. Always be creative. Don't
Appreciate it.
dive into what you think is getting the best immediate response, because sometimes it is a certain, you say you got a couple styles, and be you, just be creative, whatever come naturally,
Just
do that,
do it.
stick to you.
Yeah.
It's been working, man. Don't let the fans dictate it too much. Cater a little bit to what they saying, but always do you at all times, and I
Yeah.
think you're gonna get there.
Yes,
You gonna ain't got nothing but more positive results, and you're gonna keep on going up, bro. Like,
Yeah.
salute again, everything you doing.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah.
Tone, what you got,
No,
man?
that's good advice, man. And we got two different we got three different parts of the puzzle right here. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it a long time. Wax, he constantly produces. This is what he does for a living. Bro, I literally put on a song that took me a long time. I was like, bro, I took how long to do the song, and it took me a long time to do the song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I was kind of like iffy on, maybe I don't know if it's a style, whatever. This motherfucker goes in the booth and just damn near freestyles the shit and kills it though. Like not just some bullshit, fucking murder. So I'm just saying, there's different ways we all work, right? I maneuver a little different. I put out less projects, but I put a lot of, like, you overthinking. I'm catering to the people that listen to me. I don't want to go too far astray. I'm putting best production.
Super perfectionist, bro. Like,
But I don't put out
But
that
it
much.
works.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I got multiple other businesses I'm running. And so
Yeah,
when it comes
yeah,
to the music, and don't get me wrong, when I was young, I put out all that shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, bro, let me be a little more selective. Because I'm at the age now where, like, one album, I'm fear of, like, damn, this motherfucker's done. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck's he putting out? You know what I'm saying? So that keeps me, like, I got to still come with it.
Gotta
Because even
come
my
with
last
that
project
shit.
still did good. And I know I'm catering to a certain audience. I'm not trying to blow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I still want to do pretty good. So
Yeah.
I learn a lot from Wax, you know what I mean? I take that in consideration, but I learn a lot from you too, you know what I'm saying? Like the new generation coming up, you guys move. We have to learn from the youngsters that are current, because otherwise we get phased out.
Yeah.
So we have to keep and that's kind of almost goes like we got a good team. But that's why I will say with us in Northern California that we still stay in tune with the young homies. We still with the older. Y'all show us love. We show you love. We're not sit there and being back in my day. We did this and we do it this way now.
Yeah.
We
And
fuck with each other.
you two still being like relevant and everything. A lot of people don't know that ain't easy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the feeling yet, but I know it ain't easy though. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else don't last. You
For
know?
sure.
Straight up.
And
Yeah.
like, you meet different people and different people that are successful, and you
Yeah.
implement certain parts from their game plan into what you do that works for you. Like
Yeah.
Tone was just speaking on, like, I learned a lot from Tone, bro. Like Tone's fucking a master at just being able to promote. I was even outside of music, just promote positivity and promote his name as a brand, and he speaks knowledge and gives people game just on the free. He could be putting all that energy into music, but he doing it from a good place in his heart, and he really trying to be that voice and
Yep.
show people maturity and let the younger generation know it's okay to mature and change your messaging, come from the streets and better yourself and find ways and promote that and lead by example. And
Yeah.
he's a great
Yeah.
example of that. And I'm always appreciative, Tone, of doing that shit. And hopefully, words me and Tone say to you carry over and you carry it down to
Yeah,
the next
definitely,
generation.
yeah.
Play it forward like that. I always bring up Woody name because he was a big part of me and Tone and us being able to carry this over into into a conversation with you, because this is the same. It's just carrying down, bro, at the end of the day. So
fuck with that.
definitely, man, great talk. This is my
Appreciate it.
brother, man. I love both of y'all, man.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker,
Appreciate you,
man.
man.
I'm, to the top, man. I wish my success to you, Lazy, man. I'm looking forward to hearing your new music, too, you got coming in the works, man. And even collaborating, bro. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to collaborating with you more.
Mandatory. Yep.
Know you and Tone finna get it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What you think? Anything we missed on?
You hit the nail on the head, man. First, I appreciate that, man, because like I said, man, there's ways to evolve, you know. And I would just quickly elaborate on that, what you was talking, just because of it comes from experience and time, and you gonna learn as you grow. Our message does hit. Understand the power of your voice, brother. You know what I'm saying? Understand what you speak. People are listening. When you talk, you got youngsters looking up to you. You got individuals that are soaking up everything. They're watching you, how you look, how you conduct yourself, what you're doing. That comes with a lot of power, bro. That comes with something. I know sometimes we're so focused on how we look. We're self-absorbed. I got to look like this and look like that. But you have a lot of youngsters looking up to you. And we come from a place where there's a lot of fucked up shit that our background. But I'm proud of where I'm from. That's why I carry different messages, because I know my message might have led a lot of homies to a different direction. Now I try to lead homies not on no square shit, but more like, let's get money, let's ball.
Yep,
I love
yep.
doing the shit I love doing. I love coming home to a beautiful family. I love enjoying life. I love taking vacations. I love being a survivor of all this bullshit, but still having my roots here. We're in the hood right now. You see where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't went too far. We got solid ones around us, bro. But we made it. You know what I'm saying? I'm older now, but I lost most of my homeboys to this game. So that's why I say my message is different, because I would love to see you become that person.
Yeah.
I understand you're young, you got a message, you're doing good music. We are where we're from. Never forget that.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
But as you grow, keep building, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep
and as
getting
you
better.
keep growing,
Yeah.
understand people are watching you. You
Yeah.
got to lead the path, because there's gonna be a point to they're only listening to so much. Now they got to listen to you. You're the man. Like, show them how to do it. Show them how it's done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being conscious of your growth is actually like, man, that's one of the hardest things to do. Like, actually be conscious of your growth. Like, I wasn't conscious of my growth till I started being around Tone more, and I was like, yo, like, I do need to evolve more, and I do need to like switch things up a little bit. And I'm still me at the end of the day. I'm still ignorant as fuck, and I got my, you know, I got my ups and my downs and my problems and whatnot, and that's always going to be what it's going to be. But at the same time, I do have to factor in the fact that there is literal kids, 5-year-olds playing my music and looking up to me and going through fucked up shit and gonna go through more fucked up shit in their life, and they look to me when they make decisions in their life. I gotta take some accountability for that at some point. I can't just be oblivious to that and be like, well, I'm just getting this bag and that justifies everything. Like, nah, you gotta take it into account a little bit and mix it in there and try and kick some game and things that you learn from your life, like push that message into the music.
Keep
too.
it balanced.
Yeah, and I see you doing that too in the music. Like I said, bro, hats off. I appreciate it, man. Look forward to see the plays you got coming up, man, and everything going. Is there anything you want to plug specifically you got coming out soon?
I'm just working. I really don't got no names or none yet, but I'm about to be dropping some project that's just all the stuff I'm doing right now.
Okay.
A lot of videos, and about to finally start collabing with artists that I fuck with. Yeah.
And make sure you subscribe to Lazy channel. He got his own channel. I know he dropped with a lot of bigger platforms.
Yeah, all the music only drops on my channel. Like, as far as my songs, just only on my YouTube channel. Yep.
Smart.
So
Yeah.
bet, like and subscribe them videos, man. Check out Lazy Boy music
And
if you haven't
subscribe to
already.
Tones or this channel, this podcast channel.
Subscribe to this.
Make sure you follow all of us. Lazy Boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Wax. What's your Instagram, my boy?
Wax Face, man.
Wax Face,
You know
Big
what we
Tone.
doing.
You know, Northern California, stand up, man. It's the Bay Area in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's Lazy5777.
Yeah.
Lazy577.
Instagram,
Check
yeah.
that thing out, man. Hey, like, comment, subscribe on this thing, man. Check us out. We'll be back with y'all soon, man.
That's right,
Appreciate
man.
Lazy
Yes,
Boy
sir.
coming through.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate,
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you.
pulling up, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, man. We out this motherfucker till the next time, baby. It's gone.
Sir.